What is up, Gemini? How are you guys doing? It's time to go ahead and take a look at the mid-month messages for you guys for October 2023. I'll explain more about what that's all about here in just a minute. Stick around. What's up, Gemini? How are y'all doing? It is time to take a look at the mid-month messages. Okay. What I'm doing when I look at the mid-month messages is I want to see if there is a change of timelines. Because for those of you who don't know much about me or haven't been following me for a very long time, if you haven't noticed, I like to give advice in my readings. In my personal opinion, that's the most important part of the whole reading. And if you take the advice and apply it to your life, that does have the potential to help you change your timeline. So that's what we're looking at here today. For those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. And don't forget, y'all, we got them $40 readings for October on my website. That's going to be hot and spicy all month long, man. So anything else that you need to know, social media, my secondary YouTube channel, anything else that's relevant about anything to do with me is all in the description. All right, let's jump on into this. Starting this off with the singles. Single Geminis and the person who rents space in your head. Let's see, is anything changing? If so, is it changing for the better or changing for the worse? Or did everything stay the same? Are you still on the same timeline? Ace of Coins. Okay. And the 10 of Coins. Some of y'all are busting money moves. Now, this is not a general reading, but I'm kind of getting the funny feeling. Yeah, man, I'm getting the funny feeling that it's getting to the point here where you're just like, nah, you know what? I ain't got no time for love, drama, waiting on somebody to see my value. For some of you, there might actually be a disagreement between you and this person, though, is what I'm saying. And I'm saying that very nicely because if you can tell by looking at this card right here, yeah, that's drama, that's conflict. But, you know, there might be some kind of disagreement due to a miscommunication with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. I'm kind of feeling, though, like this person's just very heavily guarded anyways. I don't know what. I think the person that you're interested in was cheated on in the past, and now they're holding on to a lot of anger and resentment, you know. You know how you hear men say all women are whores, or you hear women say all men are trash. It's because they were broken very badly, and now they're seeing the world through a broken lens. And I'm going to tell you what, if somebody sees you through a broken lens, there's not really a whole lot you can do. Not really. So for some of you, maybe you and this person are kind of getting a little bit close, kind of getting closer, communicating. But this person, like I said, they're seeing things through a broken lens. They're automatically assuming that everybody else out there is going to do them the way the person in the past did. So, yeah, Tower card, 5 of Wands. Some kind of disagreement, some kind of misunderstanding, miscommunication is happening between you and this person. And you're just saying, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to make money moves. And Ace of Coins, 10 of Coins, Queen of Coins. You talking to somebody new anyways. Yeah, I feel like you're going to drop this person like a hot tater and start talking to somebody new anyways. Yeah, 8 of Coins. You busted money moves. I don't know. I don't think I've ever titled a reading anything to do with money and finance, but good God, it looks like Gemini's busted money moves. Look at all these coins, dude. Look at this. Man. Well, let's look at this person and see their energy and how they feel about you. What's their energy look like? What are their intentions? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? All that good stuff. Let's see. Whoop, whoop, boom. See, I told you they're jaded. This person's very, very jaded. They have a very negative outlook on love. Very negative outlook. Nah, you know what it is? You know what it is? This person has such low self-esteem. They have such whoever this person dealt with last destroyed their self-esteem. Absolutely destroyed it. So the way this person feels is if somebody's into them, they have such a negative outlook on themselves. They're basically like, man, ain't nobody gonna really appreciate me for who I am. You may think you like me, but you're gonna get with me, and then you're gonna wake up one day, squeeze real hard, pop your head out of your ass, and see me for the loser that I actually am, and you're gonna destroy me. And they're just casting that onto you. They're casting that on to everybody. Somebody destroyed this person. I'm telling you right now, I don't care what kind of fake smile they put on, what kind of vibes they put off, which if you really know how to read energy, they're not putting off very secure vibes at all. But I don't care how it looks. They do have an interest in you. They have an interest in you, but somebody destroyed this person and they're still very broken. Very, very broken and karmically tied to somebody. And they're trying to cover it up. Well, I think we pretty much saw the outcome of this in the very first spread. So let's go straight to the advice. What's the advice for this situation? What is the advice? You got to, and I know me and you, we talk about this all the time, Gemini. I've been telling you all this for months now. I can remember telling you all this back in Vegas, back when I lived in Las Vegas. Come on, man. You got to figure out how to be in control of your own happiness. I know that sounds corny, y'all. I know it sounds cliche. I know it sounds like one of those things people just say because it sounds good. You don't know how serious that is. You don't know the superpower that you have when you have access to your own happy switch. You got to remain in control of your own happy switch. Don't give anybody else access to your control panel. Don't let nobody else flip your happy switch for you. That's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I'm going to say. And if this person chooses to look at you through a broken lens, that's on them. That's on them. And one of my favorite little quotes, again, it's another cliche. It's very cliche. You hear people say this all the time, but it's so true. What somebody else thinks about you is none of their business. Okay. We all know what it feels like to have somebody look at you and cast the most ridiculously false judgment at you. We all know what that feels like. But if you really stop, pause, and think, damn, it must suck to be you. Because I'm a good fucking person. I know where my heart is. I know what my intentions are. And to be so broken that you look at a good person like me and you see that hate, that anger, that resentment, you must be fucking miserable. I feel sorry for you. It must suck to be that miserable. See what I'm saying? It's none of your business. The way somebody else sees you has to do with what they have been through. They can only see you through the lens they're looking through. And if it's broken, ain't nothing you can do about that. So just let them be miserable. Bust your money moves. Bust your money moves, man. All right. New person. New person. If you are not dealing with, interested in, or inquiring about a new person who just showed up, this is not for you. How's the energy looking? The Hermit could be a Virgo for some of you, but I feel like this is somebody who is definitely not afraid of being alone. You may question whether or not they're actually into you. And for reversed, 7 of Wands, Justice. You could be dealing with somebody that is involved with some legal issues. They could be in the middle of a divorce, could be in the middle of a lawsuit. I know that's not everybody, but I just had to say it. If you're dealing with somebody and you know that they're in the middle of a bunch of legal issues and you feel like some tension coming from them, it's that. Okay? It's that. If you're ever wondering what's going on, what's going wrong about this person, it's whatever legal issues they got going on. Okay? Either way, though, I really think that this person is doing the best that they can to try to be as fair as they can. And I hate when I keep defaulting to this past that they've been through, because everybody's working through a past. All of us are. We all got shit from our past that's affecting us, and we're all working through that today. You are, I am, my neighbors, your mama's grandmama, your neighbors, brothers, sisters, mama. Like, we all are. Okay. So I almost get tired of hearing myself talk about it, but it keeps coming up. It keeps coming up. Every time I read, especially a new connection, the first thing that comes up is the past energy that they're working through. See what I'm saying? I'm not making this shit up. The cards always come out for it. So I don't think you've made up your mind 100% as to what you want to do with this person. Could be an Aries for some of you. Also, I have Libra here. 2 and 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're not making up your mind 100% as to what you want to do just yet. Some of you don't even really know if you're actually feeling this person, if y'all are actually vibing. Some of y'all may not even be vibing with this person for real. Let's see how they feel about you. How's the new person feel about Gemini? Oh, there it is. Boom. 7 of Swords in the reverse. So right now, they're just feeling you out and watching you very closely to make sure that you're trustworthy. They're just paying very close attention, watching you like a hawk, making sure your actions match up with your words. They may ask you one question today and the same question 4 days from now and phrase it a little bit differently just to test your answer. That type of shit, you know. But they do feel a very unexplained connection with you. And I think it freaks them out a little bit. This connection freaks them out a little bit. They feel like they've known you their whole life. Because they have. The two of you have karma from a previous lifetime. I get that all the time in personal readings. I feel like I've known this person my whole life. It's because you have. You've known them this whole life and the last whole life and probably the one before that. I think that the two of you have some karma from a previous lifetime. But like I said, right now, this person's mainly looking for red flags, making sure that you're trustworthy, and making sure you're not just going to ghost them and abandon them. 10 of Cups, though. Big picture, this person wants a happy, healthy, successful relationship. But this connection, I don't think they really understand why. They just met you and it feels like they've known you their whole life. Freaks them out a little bit. Freaks them out just a little bit. Let's see. The outcome for October. What's the outcome for October with the new person? Oh, 9 of Swords again. I think both of you are still kind of letting this connection scare y'all a little bit. Because let's look at it. Let's be real. Let's be real about it. I've looked at my statistics. The overwhelming majority of my audience were all grown-ass adults, anywhere from 30s to 50s. Okay, that's the majority. I think that's about 60% of you are anywhere from 30s on up, and 40% of you is 18 to 25 or 30 or so. So most of us here, we've been around the block a few times, haven't we? Okay, you've been around the block. You've heard every lie in the book. You've done seen every game be played in the book. You've been used. You've been abused. You've been manipulated. You've been cheated on. You had somebody look you in the eye and swear to God on their mama's and daddy's grave and on their children's lives and everything else sacred to them that they would not do something to you. And then they fucking turned around and did it anyway, right? We've been there. So once you've been there 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, now, whenever you feel a real strong connection, that scares the shit out of you, doesn't it? Scares the shit out of you because the only thing you can think is the feeling of that happening again. I'm going to fall head over heels in love with you, and I'm going to end up getting my heart ripped out and fucking spit on again. I think y'all are both kind of mirroring each other as far as that goes. But I'm not seeing an ending happening. Not seeing an ending happening. What's the advice? What's the advice? The Hangman. Just chill for a little bit. Chill for a little bit. Somebody got to take control here. And when I say control, what I mean is control of the vibration. Because we can't just let this vibration of nervousness and tension take the wheel and steer the vehicle around, or y'all gonna crash straight into a fucking brick wall. So, how do you prove to somebody that you ain't gonna do them like the last person did? How do you prove it? Because like I just said a minute ago, we've all heard, and until we're blue in the face, we've heard people swear up and down they ain't like nobody else. You ain't never met nobody like me before. Oh, you ain't been with nobody like me. I ain't nothing like any of those other people you've ever dated. We have heard that and heard that and heard that and heard that. And it kind of seems like the louder somebody likes to say that, the more they're just like everybody else, isn't it? The louder you try to qualify something about yourself, the bigger of a red flag that is that actually it's the opposite. If you have to qualify you ain't like that, you probably are like that. So how do you prove it? Time. time and patience and consistency. You got to consistently show up, show out, be who you say you are. Your actions match up with your words. Consistency, 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 and time. That's the 3 C's and the T. Consistency, 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 and time. Then after a while, ideally, somebody who doesn't want to live in that vibration, which some people do, but ideally, somebody who ain't trying to stay trapped in that vibration, after a couple of months, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, somewhere in there, they start noticing, oh shit, Gemini is the real deal then, huh? And the guard will start to come down. The guard will start to come down. Maybe you really ain't like nobody else I ever met before. You know the secret formula for a happy, successful relationship? Here's the secret formula. 2 people who are so sick of playing games that they're not afraid of being alone. 2 people who are so fucking sick of playing games that they would rather be alone for the rest of their life than get played one more time. So they're not afraid of being alone. When those 2 people come together, y'all can smell the authenticity on each other. Loyalty recognizes loyalty. When you really that loyal, I'm so goddamn loyal. You know what? I would rather be alone than fuck around with one more two-faced fucking snake. I ain't afraid of being alone. I ain't afraid of being alone. What sounds better? Get played by two-faced snakes for the rest of my life, or be alone for the rest of my life? Get fucked over and played and lied to for the rest of my life, or be alone for the rest of my life? Which one sounds better? I'll take be alone for the rest of my life for 800. When those 2 people come together, you can smell the authenticity coming off of each other. And that's a force to be reckoned with. That is a force to be reckoned with. All righty, now we are going to move on to the person from the past. Actually, let me grab another deck real quick. Hold up. Standard, traditional, gilded tarot. Can't go wrong with that one. Person from the past. King of Pentacles, 7 of Swords reversed. This person's waiting on an apology. Do you owe them an apology? I don't know if you do or not. That's up to you. You ask yourself that question. Okay? I don't care what you tell me. I don't care. Do you owe this person an apology? If you check with yourself and the honest answer is fuck no, fuck them then. But if you check with yourself and the answer is yeah, kinda. Honestly, I probably do. Well, either way, whether you do owe this person an apology or not, they are still holding on to the victim card. Whether you did them wrong or you didn't, they're still holding on to whatever it was that went wrong, and they're playing the victim. And they're waiting on an apology from you. They miss you, though. They do miss you. They are thinking back to the good old days when things were actually good between y'all. They do miss those good old days. 8 of Cups reversed. They would love for things to go back to the way they once were. if they had the slightest inclination that if they made a return, y'all could go back to the way it was when you first got together, they probably would. Right now, they got their guard up, though. They got that guard up. See, they're still holding on to bitterness and playing the victim. Playing the victim. Boo-hoo, poor, pitiful me. Now, let's talk about both sides of that coin. Like I said, this is a very mixed group of people. I'm sure there's a group of you who didn't do anything wrong at all. And there's a group of you who you're the one that fucked it up. Okay? It don't matter. To be honest with you, when it comes to the point that I'm making here, I don't really give a shit if you're at fault or not. If this person is still holding on to that energy, even if you did fuck them over, let's say you're a Gemini who screwed this up. You cheated, you lied, you were sneaky, snaky, two-faced, and you fucked it up. Okay, whatever. We've all made mistakes, but this person's still holding on to that energy. And if they're still holding on to that energy, it doesn't matter if you have transformed your whole life. You could have spent this whole time like, damn, dude, I can't believe I did that. Oh my God, that is so fucked up. I'm a horrible person. You know what? I'm going to get to work becoming a different person. I feel so horrible for what I did. And you get to work, you own your shit, you transcend it, you transmute it, and you turn yourself into a totally different person. Totally different. They still haven't changed frequencies. Even though you did, they didn't. They're still holding that same vibration they were holding when the two of you separated. So guess what? The two of you still aren't a frequency match. It still wouldn't work. Now, unknowingly, if the two of you tried to get back together, this person would sabotage the connection by holding on to that past vibration. Makes sense? Either way, though, I don't care if you're at fault or not. Especially those of you who ain't at fault. Let's say it's the other side of that coin. You didn't do nothing wrong. They're the one that cheated. They're the one that fucked you over. They're the one that hurt you. They're blaming you. They're blaming you. You made me cheat on you. Oh, I met somebody one time who bragged about cheating on their partner with 11 different people and manipulated their partner into apologizing for making them cheat. You heard me right. I didn't stutter. I spoke clear fucking English. That is some of the sickest shit I have ever heard in my life. Anybody out there who has that mentality, you are a sick human being. Sick. And if that's the kind of person you're dealing with, stay the fuck away. Because if their brain is that fucked up, if their brain is that fucked up and sick, do you think they have the brains to unwire that sickening thought process and heal from it? Healing requires effort. It requires a thought process. What do you think the chances are that that person has the brains to sort through that? Just saying. All right. Fucking Christ. Let's see if this person's taking any action, though. Let's see. Is this person taking action towards Gemini? Oh, 5 of Wands. See? Nah, they planning, though. Two of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. It don't look like it. It don't look like it. Fool card reversed. Now they're too scared. They too scared. They scared. What's the advice then? What's the advice? Moon card. Do not let this person know how you feel. Why not? Why not? Because if you allow yourself to get sucked back into this, which you will, if they know how you feel, they will reel you right back in. You have a new soul contract that's due to come in, but you're not a frequency match to the next person due to come in until you do a certain level of healing. I'm not saying that you have to be levitating and radiating light and shit and rainbows and Skittles, but you have to do a certain level of healing. You have to ascend up out of the vibration that attracted you to this person to begin with. So there's still a little bit of energy transmutation that needs to be done with this situation. And honestly, it doesn't matter what you want to do. It doesn't matter if you want to reconcile with a past person or move forward with a new person. A certain level of healing has to be done, or you won't be able to do either of them. Healing is always the number one priority because vibration is the primary law. That's the primary universal law, not Rich Loft's opinion. The primary universal law. This is why so many people out there just keep bouncing from person to person to person to person to person to person to person, repeating the same cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over because they're staying on the same vibration. They're staying on the same frequency. So you only attract according to the frequency in which you vibrate. So if you stay vibrating at the same frequency, you're going to attract the same person, manifest the same outcome over and over and over and over. The problem is what we have most people out here doing is they think a relationship is what is going to create the vibration that they want, and it won't. The only vibration a relationship will create is the vibration that you were on when you connected with the person. Relationships don't create the vibration of love. If relationships created the vibration of love, I wouldn't have a job. Damn, dog. I got a sage now. Man, Gemini, y'all been going through it here for the past few months, haven't you? Y'all been going through it. Shit. Now, we're just going to look at some general advice. Let me get the banner up. Hang on. General advice. General advice for Gemini. General advice. All right. General, career, finance, friends, family. General advice. Oh, shit. The 10 of Wands. And 10 of Cups. Oh, man, I haven't given this advice in a while. And the 7 of Swords. Oh, man. 7 of Swords. 10 of Cups. 10 of Wands. What the hell happened there? Can you still see me clearly? It glitched out there for a minute. All right. Anyway, just because somebody is family, that does not give them a license to treat you like shit. No, it don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Somebody sharing blood with you does not give them a license to treat you like garbage. And even worse than that, you know, one thing that I see a lot of? People that ain't even blood family thinking that they can treat somebody like garbage just because they claim them as family. The fuck? Why? Where did this stupid idea come from? Where did this stupid idea come from? Now, we're all humans. None of us are perfect. We all have our flaws. We all have our good days and our bad days. But you tend to see this pattern happen in family where somebody keeps repeating the same toxic cycle over and over and over and treating you like shit and manipulating you and treating you like garbage over and over and over. And they think they have a special license to do that just because you're their family. And you have to put up with it. You have to put up with toxicity and squash it and make it right just because family. You full of shit. You full of shit. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care if you my mama. I don't care if you my daddy. I don't care if you my son, my daughter, my sister, my cousin. If you a toxic fuck, you do not earn a spot in my life. Especially those of you who are on a path to improve your life. Oh man, if you're on a path of improving your life, you know the first people who will desperately attempt to rip you off your path will be people in your friends and family. Oh yeah, they will. Oh yes, they will. Now, part of the path to success is you're going to have haters, period. Period. End of discussion. End of story. But most people are surprised when they find out that some of the first haters that you catch come from your close circle of friends and family. And they're going to try to pull you off that path. Oh, they going to try. At first, it's not that big of a deal. They just, kind of start throwing little snide remarks at you. Like, oh yeah, oh you think you too good for us now, little shit like that, little jabs here and there. Oh, don't you remember? Oh, don't forget where you came from. Don't you remember? Oh, are you forgetting? Are you forgetting where you was 4 years ago? Are you forgetting where you came? They're gonna start throwing little jabs at you, and then once you really start busting moves. And you really, really, really start seeing some genuine, legit success, they gonna get pissed. They gonna get mad. Oh, yeah, they will. So, I know that there's a huge number of you. I would say the vast majority of my Gemini followers are on a path to improve your life, right? Manifestation, healing, evolution, something like that. Well, guess what? You ain't going nowhere if you're giving yourself permission to stay attached to somebody that's treating you badly. I don't give a damn if it's your mama. I don't give a shit if it's your daddy. Anybody who's attaching themselves to you and making you feel like shit is going to keep you trapped on your path. You ain't gonna make no progress. You ain't gonna make no progress. If you're keeping somebody in your life that makes you feel like shit, you ain't gonna make no progress. Again, this is according to universal law of vibration and attraction. This is not according to Rich Lopp and his opinion. Try as you may. Somebody's making you feel like shit, shaming you, guilt tripping you, throwing shit at you, trying to knock you off your path. You keep them in your life, promise you won't go nowhere in life. No, you won't. No, you won't. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it. And then when you get tired of spinning in circles, not making no progress, cut that person out of your life. All right. Well, I do feel like those were the messages that my Gemini friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to schedule a personal reading. Don't forget, we got them $40 readings on my website all month long throughout the month of October. So yeah, all the information on personal readings. I do have a school of self-mastery too, where I have some courses and whatnot. I got social media, Facebook, Instagram, any secondary YouTube channels of mine. Anything that you need to know is all in the description. All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.